because they've got a 15-year head start. They're a $25 billion market cap company. You know what? And I was the largest ISV partner to Zoom in the world for 4 years. No one knows how good Zoom is more than me. But that's but they're very good in a very limited way. And they're not positioned. I'm saying there's three companies this year that are going to go to get a public IPO offering at $1 trillion valuation and actually make some people hundreds of millions of dollars, right? And Zoom's not one of them because they're not forward thinking. They're great at what they do, but they're not the next generation. No one is logging into Zoom to go, what is the next webinar experience, right? They're logging in because it's reliable, it's stable, and it's what they learned during COVID. They're the last great technology platform, right, that is right for competition, right? I mean, I can't compete with Google. I'm not going to compete with Elon Musk, heaven forbid, right? I'm saying, but you know what? I could compete with Zoom. And that's what we're doing. But I'm the first one to say that if you're going to compare us to the similarities that we have, I may vote for Zoom. But if you want to compare us to the differences, which is what hopefully I went through today for you, we have no comparison to Zoom or anybody else at this point. And you'll find over time that there will be people that will cherry pick certain features that we can do. And that's where what you said earlier, as soon as we do a comparison of what that feature is and what the experience is, that's when we win.
Steve,
you know, we die by false comparisons. Go ahead, Helene, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, because I need to leave in 10 minutes, but I noticed in my back office, I wanted to share some of my avatars, and a lot of my famous ones are missing. They're gone. And none of them are there. The only ones that are there are my ones that I recorded on my own, but I'm missing Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, Mission Impossible, Magic Johnson. Is there a reason why they're all gone?
No, I have them all, so I don't know why they're not in yours, but I'll check into it.
Yeah, because I don't understand. I mean, is there so much that I have in my thing and then they start taking away? I don't know.
No, I don't know either. I'll have to look for you.
All right, I appreciate it. 'Cause I'm going, huh? Because I was doing a presentation today and I go, let me go get my Elvis. And he was nowhere to be seen. I'm going, boy, am I looking in the wrong place? So I had to go through my emails to find my Elvis present.
I promise you, Elvis will never leave our life. I promise you. Okay.
Okay, and one more thing, Steve.
Yes.
On the sound today on my meeting, we're having a lot of issues with the echoing and stuff. And I know that on the 1.0, they have the noise and that's supposedly, but in the 2.0, there was a lot of echoing. And what do I do?
Hold on a second. Sorry, someone was making noise there. I had to confirm it. I'm saying, unmute yourself, Helena, so I can hear you. Sorry.
You mean I'm talking and did you mute me?
No, we heard everything you said. I just muted you now to say to that.
Oh.
So yeah.
I was just saying that I had a meeting.
No, I heard everything you said. I was going to ask you a question and I wanted to hear your answer to my question. Right? So did you have an echo on version 1.0 or 2.0 today?
I was on 2.0 today. And I noticed that there's 4 different features that 1.0 has that 2.0 does not have yet. And one of them is the background noise feature on 1.0 is offered. And I was just wondering.
No, that's not accurate. Like, again, we're on 2.0 right now. We're not having an echo sound.
And you're coming in and out, your sound. Right now,
Yeah.
you're not real clear.
Right, because I'm in a loud coffee shop and the noise cancellation sometimes confuses my voice with the background noise. But so that's why I'm saying I'm not in my usual place today, and I apologize. But no, I don't know what happened with your isolated meeting. I'm sorry about that, but I'll ask the team to check your files. Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
I love it anyway.
Okay, no, that's great. Thank you. Sherry, you have a question too? You raise your hand. Sherry? You have to unmute yourself, Sherry.
Unmuting, I had to get to the button.
I know, life is sometimes getting to that button, right?
Yeah, gotta get to the button. Your mouse is nowhere to be found. There it is. Okay. So the past couple of days, I signed up from the free account, and so I've been trying to create avatars, and I've been running into problems. First, it's changing me. I'm not me. I'm somebody else, somebody that doesn't look like me, and maybe resembles me, but it's definitely not me. And then when I tried to do the thumbnail, it's not working. And then I tried to do an AI enhance on my third video, and it gave me an error.
Okay. So again, considering that I made that AI avatar video that you just saw a few minutes ago, I made that today. So there could be some human error that you're going. What I would suggest, if you want, because it's hard for me to figure out what you're doing wrong here, right, without you experiencing it, why don't you book a 10-minute VIP calendar section? It'll be more than 10 minutes. And then we'll do it together. We'll go through it so I can understand what you're doing incorrectly. Okay?
Thanks.
With that, I'm saying that's probably the most direct, right? Because otherwise, how would I know? You know?
I didn't know if you wanted to share my screen now or no. So yeah, I can book a time with you.
Yeah, I'm saying like what I don't want to use this. I mean, I'll be happy to go through generically with people how you create an avatar, but I don't consider this really a customer service, issue, because we could take 20 minutes or 30 minutes sometimes going through one issue, and people here have so many things to talk about. So it's not that I don't want to, it's just what's the best use of our time to be able to go do that. All right, you can do that. All right, Les, I'm sorry, you had a question again? Or a follow-up question, and then I'll go to Santa. Les, you're on mute. Okay, Les, while you're looking for the unmute button, I'll go to Santa Claus. Okay?
There we go.
And then we'll come back to you. Oh, you got it? Okay, go ahead.
When you mentioned it's interactive, are you just talking with the avatars that are interactive that you can send, or what's interactive?
Anytime you bring up a website and make it interactive, it doesn't matter if it's an avatar or a recording, it's interactive, or whether it's live.
But you said you can send a text or an email. Is that just the avatar or everything?
If you send a text, right?
Yeah.
Whether it be a recording, whether it be an avatar, and you attach a website, and the website is interactive. It doesn't matter if it's an avatar or a recording, whether it's a text or an email, or whether it's live, the website will be interactive. If you made the website interactive.
I got you. Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay,
and the other question is, when Suzanne signed up free, does she get a welcome email that gives her a deal where she can get into her back office because we can't find it, so she can upgrade?
Yes, everyone who's for free has a dashboard just as well as somebody who's paying us, for sure. So if you send the email, to customer support at my email with the email that she signed up for, we'll resend it to you.
Okay. Did you hear that, Suzanne?
She's on mute.
Muted.
Sorry. On the bottom, just hit where you see microphone on the bottom. If you
I
just
was doing the one at the top. I was doing the one at my box. Okay, so I
He said send the email to support.
support at what? Steve Jemison?
no, support at mypitch, mypxch.com.
Okay.
And just simply say that you're a free member who wants to upgrade, and here's the email that I signed up with.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I don't have my username and passcode. Now, when you signed up for free, you created a username and passcode. Then did you try logging in with that?
She can't remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No
Yeah,
problem.
I don't remember.
Okay. We'll either send you a temporary one to log in, and then you can change it, because we don't actually keep your password. Your password is private to you.
Yeah.
But so we wouldn't have that. So we'll have to just get it reset.
Suzanne, I can help you if you need some help.
Who's that?
He's
That was
the
Gary?
gentleman that brought me in. Gary.
Any help?
Then we can do it offline and
Okay.
Okay, and the same thing, Suzanne, if you'd like a one-on-one training, I'd be happy to do that the way I did with Les. Les shouldn't have more trainings than you. I don't like that balance, you know?
Okay. Well, thank you.
So,
I definitely.
Yeah, you'll find in 15, 20 minutes that you'll have mastered 75%, you know, of what to do. And the other 25%, I'm sure, you know, take some time.
Well, one thing I'm particularly interested, you mentioned about you can have on your website, like on your homepage, you can have an interactive little avatar that discusses, hey, you know, sign up for my complimentary session.
No, the avatar itself isn't interactive. It's the website that's interactive, right? Now, technically, we can do interactive web avatars, but the problem is the real world application of it is if you don't have really great Wi-Fi, the interactive avatar just stares at you.
Oh.
And the delay is so long that what turns out to have been clever, right, turns out to look like it doesn't work. And that's just the tech. I've not yet seen, you know, any interactive webinar. And I've gone to like if you go to the #1 avatar companies in the world, you just Google it and you go to their customer support, they have it where you can click on an avatar and have a conversation with that. And it never works. It just never works, you know, unless you're in a.
There he goes again.
I wonder if he's got low bandwidth.
Suzanne, while we're waiting for him to come back, I can help you with a lot of this too if you want to be in touch with me.
What is your contact information? What email?
Gary Fink at Comcast.net.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Real quick for those, can I say something? This is Santa.
Sure.
Okay.
If you go to the chat and you can click on my website, I just updated it with a new avatar. So you can see how my website is now interactive and you can go from page to page, screen to screen as I'm talking, or it goes by itself. So that's an example if you want to take a look at what one of my
Okay,
avatars.
so you're on the Pitch website. It shows Pitch.
So I'm saying like I'm bringing.
I use GoDaddy.
Yeah. So for instance, right now, Suzanne, and for anyone else, right? I just brought up a website, right? State Farm Insurance, right? Can you see that, Suzanne?
Sure, I can see it.
Okay. So if what you may not realize, right, is that website is interactive. You can actually type in a zip code right now.
Oh, I see.
This is see what I mean? See, that OIC is exactly when you're talking to someone at Zoom that until you actually do it, they don't know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, when the term interactive, maybe it's I don't know, some other word. It communicates with you.
Well, the great news is you're talking to your people, right? So you can find, you know, you may come back to me and say, Steve, this is a better word. I've been speaking to my people and they get it, right? When I say this, I'm just saying, having done this now for several months, you know, sometimes 7 or 8 demos a day, I find they don't actually hear what I say until they experience it. There is no magic word compared to touching the screen. I mean, that's just my experience, right? And I believe I've said it 1,000 different ways, right? And they all go, yeah, okay, that sounds good. Yeah, And then they go, oh my God, that's so cool, right? Now, I just want you to know what Santa was trying to say to you, whether this is live and interactive. If this was a recording, this would also be interactive. See, right? I'm not interactive in the sense of the recording, right? But the website is. So if I'm sending this to you and I'm a State Farm insurance salesman, the way I was a car salesman a few minutes ago, right? Or that gentleman was, they literally would say, hi, Suzanne. You know what I mean? I know about an hour ago we had a chance to talk and you were too busy, I'm saying, to start a quote with me. So I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to actually give you this website. You can actually start doing this live during the recording. You can actually start a quote. Or also I'm going to bring up my Calendly, because if you really rather me do this with you, we can do this interactively together. And
Well, I
that's where, like, if you noticed in the car dealership one, right? I brought up the website, I brought up 2 cars, I brought up the Calendly, right? So this is what I meant about creating an experience that is interactive, even though I'm not interactive, right? As the person who's doing the talking,
Right.
but the website experience is interactive.
I'm
If that
not
makes
sure,
sense.
Steve, but I think what Suzanne meant is the avatar will start talking. I think that's what she means.
Yeah, but
by
he explained that that isn't effective because of the technology piece.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Interactive web, like having a conversation and the avatar answering questions and saying, "Oh yeah, yeah." I'm
Yeah,
saying
that's not what
technology.
she meant. I don't think.
No,
I think
I
you
think
meant
Susan,
an
that
introduction.
I'm sorry, what?
I think you meant an introduction, didn't you? Just to introduce you.
Well, it could be that. I mean, like this Santa one, I think he told me to look at his. I think his was a video with him speaking, right?
Yeah, it's not talking back and forth. That's what
No, no. It's just that he put together a video
right.
that the person clicked on and it informed, I guess I haven't watched
That's
it
what
yet.
she meant, is just talking, not interactive.
Yeah. But that's possible.
Yes, that's possible.
so what I'm saying, I want to be very clear, because maybe it's clear to me. Just I've been saying it to so many people, but maybe it's not clear. I apologize. Is you don't need to use an avatar to create an interactive recording. It could be you.
Right.
Right. So,
Yeah.
now I can only tell you from the real world, right? If you were going to do an interactive recording, many people, maybe not you, go, "Oh, I'm worried about my background. I'm worried about my hair today. I'm worried about what I'm wearing." Right. And I've recorded it 10 times and I stuttered 3 times. Right. I couldn't remember the lines that I wanted to say. So what happens is they don't create it. As opposed, the only advantage of the avatar, I don't push people to do avatars instead of themselves. It's just a matter of their capabilities. Is you can take your best picture on your best day this year, right, where you look killer, right, and that's the one that 100 people who don't know you, or the people who do know you, and they're going to go, "Oh my God, Suzanne, you look great today." Right? Is you could literally create your best look, write your best script so you say it perfectly in your best voice, right? And so that's the advantage of the avatar. It allows you just to, quite honestly, to be more productive, because it's easier to change the script in 5 seconds than it is to change your whole video. So that's where I'm saying when you're doing live recordings. So that's where people have figured out, why do I want an AI twin? I could do it myself. Okay, how many times and how much of the day can you do your own recordings? Right? I mean, people always say that public speaking is like, one of the most feared thing they do. So if you encourage everyone now to become a public speaker and do their own recordings, I'm just afraid that what happens is people go, "You know what, I'll do it tomorrow." I mean, it sounds like a good idea, but I'm going to do it tomorrow in that sense. So before I go to Charlie, so Suzanne, does that make sense to you about, again, how to use it? Right?
Well, yeah,
Like
I'm not as interested in avatar speaking. I'm just interested in getting some interactive experience from my homepage to get them to sign up for a discovery session. And so it sounds like if you do the video of you that they click on, then you can speak that, message. Is that, and then they sign up.
Yeah, let me give you find another example, and then we'll move on here a second. Hold on. Let me see here. Sorry. Oh, these things are all right. Okay, sorry. Sometimes when I refresh my page, they start to play on me. So I was like, let me try that again. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Let's see.
While you're in the middle of that, one quick question. Is the calendar going to connect to the CRM?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. I'm sorry. Were you able to hear me, Les?
Yes, I did. And that's wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Because once they
Yeah.
put it in the calendar, it's in the CRM. You don't have to copy and paste.
Correct. That is 100% the advantage. Sorry, I've lost my way here a second. Okay. Which one is this one?
That's
Okay,
right.
I'm just
We'll
gonna-
send the scouts after you.
Okay, I'm gonna play another example of what. Sorry, it's which one I found easy.
Best presentation again. Send your best content and don't have. Do you sell products online? Wouldn't you love to be there with your customer when they are making the decision? You can. You can do it in real time, live or recorded via text or email. You can even do it while broadcasting on social media. Do it one-to-one or with your sales team and their affiliate sites. Don't ever make your best presentation again. Send your best content and don't have your guest be able to make the decision when they are most likely to make it. Sell products, enroll people in programs, or sign contracts. Works with any website in the world in any language. In fact, we're doing it right now. Make a real-time decision for a live demo and turn "the fortune is in the follow-up" to "let's go right now." Book it now and let us show you our interactive touchpoint platform.
So just imagine that being you. Imagine that being your website and your message to your person, right? So if
Okay.
you're
So then they sign up on the calendar. That's it.
correct, so that's what I meant. The beauty is you decide whatever that call to action is that you want at the end of the video. For some people, depending on their product or service, it might be to sign up for a newsletter. It might be to purchase a product, enroll in a program, or in this case, book a calendar so we can talk. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the great news is you're in charge. Now, when you go to our communication center, just to get ideas or thoughts, that's where we put right here, communication center, right? We put all these sample videos. So sometimes if you go, he showed me that, but I don't really remember how it looks and feels, they're all here. Here's the car dealership one I played a few minutes ago. Here's for people who are in network marketing or affiliate marketing. Here's for someone who may be insurance who wants to use DocuSign. Here's for anyone who might have a Shopify or Amazon site, right? Here's one that's in real estate agents who want to try to get listings in their neighborhood, right? So there's nothing magical, right, about any of them other than to say, oh, I could if I'm speaking to a real estate person, I'm speaking to an insurance person, I'm speaking to a network marketer, and they go, I can't envision how I'm going to use this compared to Zoom. Oh, okay. I think I can now, right? That's kind of the idea. So they're right back here. The scripts are there. If the scripts help inspire you to rewrite them yourself as opposed to starting from scratch, you also have those available as well. Okay. So hopefully that helps. Okay. Now we were talking a little bit before I'll take some other questions. I apologize, but why I'm in the neighborhood, so to speak, right? Okay. This is where we create our AI avatars, right? Sorry, let me just move my thing over here, right? So there's three critical components, right, of creating an avatar. One is you upload a picture, and you do that from your photos, right? A PNG or whatever it may be, in your photo that you have on your Mac or your Android computer. And once you upload it, they'll be here so you don't have to do it again. And if you want to upload a photo for the first time, you see this little box with an X, that's going to trigger you to go to your photos and be able to upload it. And then literally you simply click on it and your photo will be there. That's how easy it is to do. And if I want to change it to use a previous photo, I literally can go around. So number one is you start with that photo. And the quality of the photo, the expression on the photo, all of that, of course, is going to make a difference of what the final product is, right? What you give it to work with, right? It makes it easier for.
He needs a new home base. He's out of town.
He must be having trouble since he's in a coffee shop or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs to find another coffee shop. He's always getting kicked out at that place.
Yeah, too much bandwidth probably, because that's
I think, Suzanne, the other thing you might try is, instead of doing it the avatar way, if you were able to do a recording and make your calendar active while you're recording, and then you could post that on your website. I think that would work. You'd have to ask, but I think that's how that would work.
okay. To make the calendar show up when you're talking.
Just have it interactive when you're talking. Yeah, the tools are really easy to use, but you would just leave up your calendar, have it interactive, start talking. It's not, it might not be the nicest experience that you want. You can reach out to me. I work for a company that does interactive training, and it is probably what you would like, but it's not, it's expensive. And I think, you know, as Steve said, the avatars and the tech that does all that come with an expense.
Okay, so your name is Charlie Jacobs
Charlie Jacobs. Yeah, you can Charlie Jacobs at Gmail. It's my email.
at Gmail. Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing that's super nice, like today I made a week or so ago when I first got the software, I made a little presentation of what I would follow up after a phone call. And then I ran it by some coworkers, and they made some suggestions. So I just took their suggestions. I put it into AI. I said, here's what I said. Here's what they recommend. Write me something. It did. And I just copied and pasted it right into the area that Steve was showing us, and just built another perfect script for an email or text.
I'm sorry.
Really nice.
How do I? Oh, let me mute. Sorry, I heard some people there.
Okay,
1 second.
so you had a follow-up.
1 second. I'm sorry. I put you on mute. So if you're talking, please unmute yourself as I'm going through this. Do that. Sorry. So anyway, that's kind of where you are in the Avatar Studio. So the three components: script. If you're going to upload an audio, instead of writing a script, you can do that and upload the audio, or you can do an original script. Choose the image, go, and then you hit generate. And then when that generation is done, you can add the URLs that you want to play in the exact time. So now if somebody says to me that I did all that and my web page isn't coming up, you know, that perspective, right? So just remember, if you're in your Avatar Studio and you go into the edit button, here's the button to watch it. Here's a button to download it. Here's a button to share it. Here's a button to edit. Here's a button to pretend you never did it, okay? So if I go into edit, okay, here's usually the 4 categories I have. If you uploaded an audio, you're not gonna see script, right? Because it's only an audio, right? So here's where you can literally change the title.
Steve, we can't see the visual there. We
Oh,
can't see
Yeah,
the visual.
sorry.
you're still on the Create Avatar
Sorry,
Studio.
sorry. See, that's
Okay.
why I need you guys. I can't do this myself, right? Okay. Can't. I have so many buttons open, I can't find my button. Okay, so hold on, let me go back. Sorry, I
Team approach,
apologize.
Steve. Team approach.
Okay, here we go. That's looking a little better, right? Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. The human era, not technology era. Okay? So when you're here in general data, this is the title that someone will see, right, when they're actually watching your video, right? Okay, this is the main title, right? And a description underneath it. So on top will be the title, on the bottom will be the description, okay? Then if you had a script, the script should be there if you use that. Otherwise, this is where you have your websites. So what I can do is I can actually play this video and listen to it, and then decide at the exact second I want my web page, calendar, product, DocuSign contract, whatever that may be, and I would add it right here. And here's where I pick the time. So here I put it at 2 seconds. This is only 5 seconds. It won't let me go And then I can add as many web pages as I want and whatever time I want it to play. That's how easy it is to actually do that, delete it, change it. This is the minute side, this is the second. And you want to give it like a 4 or 5 second lag time, because if someone's in, again, slower Wi-Fi, it'll take a while to load. And then let's say, what do you want when you send it to somebody as a text or an email? What do you want them to see? That's what they call the thumbnail, right? So right now this is blank, and I'm going to add a thumbnail picture, right? So I just pick the thumbnail picture. That's how easy it is. Notice here in the thumbnail name, it says thumbnail name. As I type, you'll see it appear, right? So, hey, Suzanne, right? This is what I wanted you to see. And this is exactly what they'll get when you send them in a text. So why are they likely to open it? Because it's a picture of you or your website. You decide whatever photograph that you want to put in, whether it's someone you know or someone you don't know, you get to do. And anytime you want, you can edit any of this. So you can edit the thumbnail picture because you found out you sent one picture and a lot of people don't open it. And when you have a CRM soon, you'll actually get those reports of those open rates. I can go in and edit the websites. If I want to rewrite my script and recreate a new video, I should be able to copy and paste my script here and then put that in Pages or Word document and edit that until we can have it where you can edit it on the fly or change the title of that perspective, okay? So that's the truth. The same thing if it's in the Avatar Studio or in my recordings. Sorry, my media. Now here's the advantage of my recordings is in the AI Avatar Studio, you've got a 5-minute limit, right? Even though you can put them together, right? Basically, the avatar is only going to be 5 minutes. We do that because otherwise the rendering would take so long that by the time you actually had it rendered, that person's probably not a hot prospect anymore. And so we can speed that up, right? So, but in here, you don't have that limitation. So for instance, what I would do sometimes, what I've done here, is I've done 3 avatars separate, but I created those 3 avatars as one presentation. And then I went to somebody smarter than me, which isn't necessarily that big a deal, right? Who went to some silly software and they put the 3 avatar videos into one. So now I had a 15-minute avatar video or training. And here's what this is really a very important deal, select video. I can upload that video that's 15 minutes from my files right here. So that's where I can upload that video, that even if it's a video I never made in our system. So it's a video you have somewhere else. You have a killer training video you made 2 years ago. You can bring it back to life. You upload your video here. You hit the title. You add the URLs. All the same functionalities that you would have had if you had created the video here in that perspective. So this really gives you a lot more flexibilities of using it in the My Recordings. Any questions on that?
Steve, I had a question for you. When you went back to select the picture for the thumbnail, I've noticed I've had some challenges being able to allow the button, the save button, to be activated. And I think it's because the size of the pictures perhaps isn't appropriate. Is there any good way to be able to do that?
So, and that's a great point. Thank you for asking that. Let me just stop sharing for a sec. So we have an automatic compression software in that, but that can only work to a certain degree in that perspective, because some people really pick these large thumbnail photos, right? That's, like the size of a website. And so it won't upload. Now, just so you know, there are free compression sites. If you just Google compression photo, and it can reduce a photo's, megabytes or KB bytes almost to 0.25% of that. So sometimes I would, before I upload it into our system or once it got rejected, I would go to one of those free websites and I would try to compress the photo before uploading it.
Okay, I have compressed it to the desired, I think it's 1280 by 720. but I've noticed it hasn't always stuck. And then I think it's saying, well, I still have it the wrong size. So I'm just wondering if there's a way to get that to stick, or would that compression site do that automatically?
Well, let me say, there's a difference between the size, the dimensions, and how many megabytes or KB bytes it is, right? The compression is not really about the size, it's about the weight of it, so to speak, right? So it could be a size issue versus a compression issue.
These were about maybe definitely less than 2 megs, because I understand that's the requirement, and it was down to 260 KBs, and it still wasn't taking. I didn't know if there was something else.
Yeah, well, if you can send me the email, send me an email or text of that photo, and let me put it through the system on our side and see what kind of error message that I may get. That helps.
Okay, thank you.
I have a little
Okay.
suggestion for people that are struggling with everything. This worked for me in the very beginning. I have Otter on my phone, and I can record anything on Otter. I know it's just a free app or whatever. And with Otter, I recorded all kinds of different, what was I going to say? The ones that you did, Steve, and the ones that Gary did. I recorded them, so there's a transcript. So any of the scripts I recorded, so I have a whole, and then you just copy and paste them, boom, boom, boom. And that's easy because Otter you can do it either with audio or you can do transcript. And to me, it was just a no-brainer to do it that way. So if you have Otter, it works like a charm.
Yeah,
That's great.
And let me say that everyone learns differently.
Can you hear me?
Ability and so if you're so inclined, like again, that would work for me. I know sometimes tutorials work for certain people. They don't work for me, right? For me, I love live trainings, and I'm saying that's what I meant is I apologize not turning a live training into a customer service training, because I do think that's a different functionality. But that's where, and if you look at my calendar and let's say you look at my calendar tomorrow and it's full, text me anyway, because just so you know, like I book those meetings for 1 hour at a time. Even though it says a 10-minute demo, I have an hour in that time. And so most demos, I could tell you quite honestly, go about 30 minutes. And I have a free 30 minutes usually, that I don't want to give away, but I'm saying I'm willing to give it away, right? That if you text me and saying, hey, Steve, your calendar is full, but I don't want to wait, till Thursday, you have an opening, right, to get trained, just text me at 954-683-7755 and just say, I need a little help. And then I'll come back to you and sometimes I can look at my appointment and I know, oh, that person's a 20-minute person. I know that person, right? And so I'll say to you, hey, these are the best time where I can spend the most time with you. But happy to do that. I'm saying it's not a burden. I don't want you to feel like you're inconveniencing me. I'm saying I actually relish the opportunity to turn a frustration into a win, right? In that sense. And so usually that'll always be, if I'm booked, it'll be on the half hour. So it'll be from 2:30 to 3 or 1:30 to 2 or 12:30 to 1 is where I could definitely squeeze people in. Okay. And happy to do that.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I know there were some people who had questions and maybe they couldn't stay. If you do, Felipe, I thought you had a question earlier.
Yeah, I did. I have this.
See, and you thought I wasn't paying attention, right? See, I was.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was like, he's got his people, but okay. So I have this target person. He does webinars and he does a certain version of interactiveness. So if I can get him to get your demo, I want you to demo it for him. Should we talk before just to fill you in with the details and all, or just want to jump right in, or what is the best way?
When you fill out a VIP invite, you have the invite link, right? Put in, if he has a website associated, with it, then put in that link, because I'll go to that before Gary will say I don't, but I do sometimes. I go to the website beforehand, and I try to study it. But on the same token, feel free to again, text me and say, Steve, it'd be a good idea for us to talk for 5 minutes or 10 minutes before this demo. You know what I mean?
Because
like
I went through his webinar and I had the other side experience. So I know exactly where those things could fit. So that's why
Perfect.
I'm saying that.
And if you have a recording of his webinar, send it to me, and I'll,
that I do.
oh, okay. Oh, I'm just saying, I'm happy to do it, from that perspective. But yeah, I'd rather be a good audience for him, and as opposed to that I come there flippantly and tell me, if I can be educated ahead of time, I'm all in
Okay.
to go do that.
Appreciate it.
Especially someone like that who has an appreciation for the technology, and we can actually show up, right, and make a difference. In
Yeah,
that
I
sense.
think for this guy, if he actually sees it and understands it, it will be a game changer for him. Because usually
Right.
during the webinar, he sends a message on chat and say, "Hey, go in
Right.
your screen and do this, do that." And if they could do it right then and there, it's better.
Right. And there's such a huge difference, right? Because he may have seen a site where they go, oh, they could click on the website and purchase a product. Right. But usually when I say to him, really, but can you grab control of the website back and show them a different product? Oh, no, I can't do that. Do you want to do that? Yeah, I'd like to do that. Right. And if I then say to them, by the way, how long did it take you to set up that system in the webinar platform you're currently using now? How complicated was that? How would you like to know there's no setup required? That I could do that live in this moment with you, right? I'm saying that's where, without experiencing it or seeing it, like you say, they feel they're doing something similar. So there's no sense of urgency until they get to actually demo it. So Felipe, so that's great. Yeah, feel free. You have my number, emails. Okay. Hey, Vicky, I'm sorry. You also have a question?
Yeah, a couple of them. The call tonight. Can you give us the
Yes.
link? We have a few guests that are coming on.
Sure. Do I have a link? Gary, do you have the link? Sorry.
Is it going to be
Put it in the chat.
Gary's or yours? Is it Gary's or yours?
Well, it doesn't matter to me. I'm saying, but I can. If you give me a second, I'll get it. Hold on.
You can drop
I was
the
just trying
chat
to.
if you want.
Hold on. I'll give you mine here. Tuesday night.
Gary, you're on
Is it the
speed
right
dial
date?
with me.
Okay. Share invite. Copy link. Okay. I'll put it in the chat for you.
And when you put it in chat, is there any way we can save all of these notes in chat to our hard drive?
Not yet. You will be, but not today. We're going to be rolling out a whole bunch of new features on the chat. It's going to allow us to do some cool things. So we're going to release that all at once.
Thank
Hey
you.
Steve, this Gail. Is it in our back office, the event for tonight, the link?
I couldn't
Is it
find
so
on
it.
too.
the ticket area?
Okay. Yeah. So let me show you quickly. I'll do that.
Oh, thank you.
No, Gail, I like when you do things like that. You make me appreciate you. So in the communication center, that's where you go. And it's right there. Join.
Okay.
You can just join from there, right? From that perspective too.
Communication.
Yep. Right here on the left-hand side.
So if you scroll down, it says open house, and then it says Tuesday 9 p.m. So yeah, there you go.
Perfect. Perfect. And where's the calendar?
Okay.
I saw it this morning and now I can't find it. There was a calendar.
Go back to dashboard,
Uh-huh.
and should be on the right-hand side. Dashboard up top, right-hand side. And Steve, I
Right
don't know
there.
if you can do that or not, but when the calendar is there, if we could click to join from there, that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
100%.
There you go.
Yeah. There it is. There's the
Oh.
calendar.
Right there in front of me. But yeah, it would be great if it had the website on it too.
Yeah. I thought we actually had done that. Let's see. Yeah. So if you click on it, it opens up.
For the Saturday training, it's there.
In the
Yeah.
Success Academy is the live, I do believe, interactive. I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
on my calendar, I cannot click anything. It's just a picture.
Yeah.
My-
We got to work on that one. That's something we certainly need to do. Yep. Okay. Vicky, did you say you had more than one?
No, you got me on, so it's meetmypxch.com /
Yeah.
my join me. Okay.
Yeah. You got it. All righty. And then Santa Claus.
Is there a way to make the avatar YouTube ready?
Well, I don't know if it's YouTube ready. You download it, right? You know the big download button, right?
Yep, it won't take, YouTube won't take it. When I look,
I don't.
when I put the link into YouTube, or I put it up on my.
Well, you would put the link into YouTube. You'd upload it into your YouTube. When you upload videos into YouTube, you wouldn't use it as a link. So I'm saying download it to your computer, save it, and like in your Drive, and then go to YouTube and upload it. It should work. This is a standard video.
It doesn't work. It doesn't open up the avatar. It just talks. It just gives my recording, and it doesn't open up the web pages.
Well, it wouldn't open up the web pages. You can't have an interactive web. When you download the video, you're not downloading the web pages. You're downloading a standalone video. So you're going to upload a standalone video. I can't make the YouTube interactive. So
Okay.
Right. So that's what I meant. So that's why we separated it that way, right? Because when people have a great recording, whether it be from YouTube or whether it be the opposite way, they want to upload it to YouTube, they can't use the interactive websites, right? So if I was a YouTube person, and I'm not, here's how I would do it, right? I would do a YouTube video that literally says in the YouTube video, click on the link below, right? And when that link opens up below, now they'll have an interactive experience. So video 1 sets up video 2.
Okay.
So it
Steve,
becomes a funnel.
I understand. I'm learning the technology. I try to make a new untold story and put it on my website.
Right.
And I can't do that with Pitch. I can do it with my OBS, which I could have spent 20 minutes on OBS instead of 2 days on this, and that's okay.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you didn't ask me earlier. I could have helped. I apologize for that. Okay.
I didn't know. I just tried to make another avatar, which was fun.
Okay. All right. Anyone else have any other questions before we go on for tonight? Okay. Vicki, if you have any trouble with the link, make sure you have my text, and I'll text it to you. Just make sure, just have that. Okay. All righty.
Yeah, I had a question. Oh, was someone talking?
Somebody was, but you're more important. Whoever that may be. Since I don't know who it is, I can say you're more important.
They just weren't as loud. No, I just wanted to comment for the calendar. If you log in your success down at the bottom of your dashboard, the invites tab across the top, that's where it's interactive, where you can join the meeting right then and there as well. Just as an FYI. Our schedule.
Thank you for that. Oh, the other person I saw had a question, and then I didn't have a chance to call him, is Tommy.
Right. I wanted to see if you can go over the clone the voice.
What's that, Tommy?
Clone the voice from the MP3, MP4.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The clone voice in the avatars for through the MP3 files.
I'm sorry. Can somebody else hear him?
Yeah.
And let me know what he's asking.
He's saying the cloned voice and the MP3 files.
Okay. What about them?
Can you go over it in a second?
Oh, sure. Okay. Sorry, Tommy. I for some reason I just have trouble hearing you. I apologize. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're in the Avatar Studio. Okay. So if you were going to create a voice, right? You would select your voice. And because I've done it in the past, it's right here in that sense, right? So I don't have to do it again, or unless sometimes I want to have more than one version of myself. I might want to have one version that, is like I'm speaking in front of a crowd. I may have one that's an interview style. I may have one that's a salesman voice. So I do sometimes different versions of me, right? But when I hit clone voice, if I want to create it on the moment, I would hit record voice and I would talk to it. If I have a clip of my voice in an MP3 file, I hit upload file, and then I upload it from my computer. As long as it's in the right MP3 format, then you should be able to upload it without a problem. So you can record it or you can upload it. And then that's your voice. And you obviously you don't want to have a 45-minute because it won't accept the upload, right? I mean, it's really should be a, you know, about a minute. And what I also use sometimes to do this is I use this for YouTube. This is a great site where if I upload a YouTube video here, convert the next one, I could cut and paste any YouTube video. I could then hit the scissors and I could pick 30 seconds of it, a minute of it, 2 minutes of it, and then it automatically downloads it for free. And it puts it in a perfect MP3 file. And I'm able to upload that. So if I have myself on a YouTube video, and I just love the way I sounded in that video, I could continue also to use that as well. And this site is easyrip.net. easyrip.net. And it's completely free.
Steve, you could go into that YouTube video and capture somebody else on YouTube and save it that way as well too, if you like that person that you were trying to imitate that person.
And that's what I do every Tuesday night. That's my secret is I go to YouTube and I find that 30-second clip and I put it in that site, and that's how I get the voices. So last week when I got, it was great. That's how I do every single celebrity I've done. That's been my process. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm sorry.
Illustration only. That's one of the things. Yeah, not to be put out on the internet or anything else.
Correct. And I will say that just so you know, we've never had an issue so far of someone trying to use it inappropriately. Doesn't mean that we don't want to be diligent in that respect. I'm very clear when I play them on Tuesday night that it's an AI twin and no one is pretending that Michael Jordan, loves us. Last week I used Zoom. I don't think anyone believes the CEO of Zoom, right, loves us. Otherwise, if I'm that good, then yes, I'm going to take a bow now. But tonight we're going to try to do something we haven't done before either. We're going to try to top ourselves. That's why I'm anxious to get up. I want to see if we pulled it off, or I'm going to have to go to a B plan. You'll know tonight whether it's A plan or B plan when I play that one tonight. Okay. So again, I encourage you. Don't be shy. Text me. Use my calendar. Don't spend like Santa's story of wasting 2 days. Bug me. Don't follow in those footsteps. Don't be shy, and don't try to be so independent because I'm not. So you don't have to be. I ask everyone for help, so don't worry about it. So feel free to ask me. Okay. And if it's not me, again, we have some people that are smarter than I am about putting videos together, and I'll defer you to them to help you as well. Okay. So have a great afternoon, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you tonight. Okay.
Thank you.
Terry, welcome back. You were missed, Terry. Okay. All right.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Steve.